A short story number 1 with embedded words, phrases from block 1. Grumpy old Billy was a weirdo. Billy was retired. He owned a junkyard. It was the biggest junkyard in our town. We spent many warm sunny days playing around and hiding among old rusty cars. Lots of rare plants and flowers were blooming on his junkyard. One summer day Billy caught us. We were careless. Sergey put 12-pack of soda in the trunk. At that moment it was in the shade. But later the sun has changed its position. That trunk where soda was became a hot oven. Soda exploded in the trunk. That explosion was so loud. Soda cans burst wide open. The old man wasn't in his cabin. He was driving around in his truck. He quickly spotted us. He heard the burst. It was too late to run away. We stayed for a week at his junkyard helping him. He wasn't that bad with us. He could simply call the police and had us arrested for trespassing. We became friends with old Billy. We were frequent visitors at his junkyard ever since. He taught us lots of cool things about cars. That's how I ended up being a car mechanic. A well-paid one, by the way. A short story number 2 with embedded words, phrases from block 2. A secret report was revealed to the press yesterday. 2 years ago, special agencies had discovered an abandoned alien spaceship in a tiny town. There was a garage in the middle of nowhere behind apartment buildings in town. The roads are impassable there most of the year. They used a helicopter to get to the place. Somehow, when authorities arrived with inspection, all metal parts were gone. Nobody in their right mind would land a spaceship in such place unless they really have something to hide. But locals were not scared by alien life forms. They offered them more reliable transportation. Please, stop feeding us with this bullshit stories. It's enough. You are not funny. Cut the crap. Here's my number. Everybody calls me Thomas the Alien Hunter. But you can just call me Tom. A couple of mysterious cow murders have happened recently around your tiny town. We suspect alien creatures doing their dirty work. The nearest city police units are on a high alert. Guests from space cannot eat processed food from our stores. It's way too poisonous for them. A short story number 3 with embedded words, phrases from block 3. Let's take a look at first moon settlers. They were the victims of aggressive marketing campaign. Governments decided to populate our moon. So they lured mostly poor people to settle on the moon base. The first human who stepped on the moon was an actor. No one remembers his name. He made a nice promising pitch. He showed how great it would be to move to the moon. He didn't tell the whole truth. That's the thing. That actor's mission was to create a new frenzy. People were promised many things. Tax-free earnings and free accommodation for the first 10 years were among many other lucrative offers. China was chosen to be first country to build the moon city called Second Mainland. But Russians quickly monopolized the energy resources. It wasn't just a merely circumstance. Only Russians knew how to extract safely and efficiently energy from helium-3. Before creating an energy crisis, they closed the Russian moon base 1. All personnel was pulled from the moon. Chinese and Americans almost froze to death but agreed to pay 15 times more for energy anyway. Russians won again.